Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Logitech Play to Win Series Season 3, the Valorant Quarterly Tournament, the Division B, match number 79. Today we are heading towards the last 7 or 8 matches. I think this is heading to the last 8 matches if I'm not mistaken. So altogether around 87 matches, and we are on to match number 79. And it's going to be none other than Team Saints taking on Ninjas in Sarong. And if I'm not mistaken, this is actually last round 5 match before we head into all quarterfinal matches tomorrow. Let me just have a quick look whether my thinking is right. Yes, it is the last match before the quarterfinal starts up tomorrow. So the round 4 match is the round 4 match, the last match before the quarterfinals. And let's take a quick look at the two rosters. On the side of Ninjas in Sarong, we have Resby, Arshi, Kusal, Xplay, Exo, Devon, and Senuka. On the side of Ninjas in Sarong, and on the side of Saints, we have Pepsi, Nal, Vat, Senthammer, and Kawasaki, who is going to be representing Team Saints. So with that, it seems to be that I have lost connection to the client. I'm not sure what happened. Let me try restarting my Valorant. As a small technical issue. But until then, a massive shout out to Logitech for hosting the tournament. They have been absolutely amazing, coming in for the third season as well, and making sure that all these players have a platform to perform on, and giving a prize pool for Division A and B both. Has been amazing from Logitech, and of course they are they're some of the best peripherals out there. So if you are in the market to get yourself new peripherals, there are keyboards, the G512 Carbon, the G502, the mouse pads, the headsets. They have everything that you might need in terms of peripherals, and their peripherals are some of the best in the market. I especially can talk about the G502, which I am using. The mouse has been absolutely amazing. um just give me a second to see whether I can get back into the lobby. Not entirely sure what exactly happened. Okay, I think everything should be okay. And with that, of course, we will be going into the game, and to take you all through the play-by-play is going to be none other than Might, are you here?
I am here, Terra.
Might, over to you then, to take us through the play-by-play and to keep us entertained throughout this game.
Thank you. And we are going into Ascent. Aha, the favorite map of the tournament. Again, Ascent, as we've all seen, is a very good map where you should constantly fight for map control. I've told this entirely throughout the tournament. The teams that tend to take mid control and tend to have a presence up in B main while going for A, or to have presence up in A main while executing on B, are the ones that actually come out on top, especially in the attack rounds. But again, we can see the same sort of lineup that we saw on Team Saints, as Nali is going to be on the signature Omen, Homo on the Jet, Pepsi on Reina, Kowalski on Cypher, Val on the Soa, and an Astra on the side of Resby from Ninjas in Sarongs, as Winter is going to be on the Killjoy, X-Play is going to be Jet, Gears on Reina, and Pseudo on Soa. The only differences in the agents comes down to the controllers and the Sentinels, as Null is going to be on the traditional Omen, where a lot of people seem to prefer Omen. For the aggressive plays, I mean, especially since Team Saints are a very aggressive team. But Resby on the Astra, again, a very strong agent on Ascent, purely because of her capability to control both A and B from the mid area and have those gravity wells do so much, purely because of the operator angles. Like, the Ascent is known to be one of Jet's best maps. I mean, Jet is a good agent to play on any map for that matter. But Jet is particularly dominant in Ascent because of the capability to use the operator in a lot of these angles. Yeah. Breeze is probably the best map right now for Jet. I mean, if you played Breeze, you know how annoying a Jet with an operator on Breeze can be. But Ascent also, I mean, ever since it came out, all these Jet players seems to love holding these off angles up in A main, up in B main, cat in mid. Tell me anything, you. There's always an angle for a Jet Pepsi. The Jet player. I'm really confusing. Saying Pepsi with the
Out of
player,
charges.
but yeah, and it seems we are gonna go for a small technical pause as one of the players are gonna go and reconnect. It's Resby and Pepsi from both sides. Then again, talking about the team comms, we're gonna have Astra again. The use of Astra is because Astra can flush out a lot of these operator angles by using the gravity wells and using the Nova pulses. Obviously, if you do not know, the Nova pulse of Astra does not let you once you get hit by the Nova pulse or by a breach stun for that matter, you cannot go back into the operator or the marshal that you're using. So you'll have to go for no scopes, and I don't think that's the best idea to go for no scopes at a long distance angle, because not only will your fire rate be low, and it will take some time for you to switch back to your crystal as well, and of course the gravity well as well, which pulls you from the angles that you're holding into a very open space, which not what you want when you're holding an operator, which you just randomly get sucked into the middle of three players. And of course, the Nebula dissipates and the Cosmic Divide as well. Cosmic Divide, a very useful alt when it comes to retakes and when trying to go for those ninja diffusers. The number of times I've used the Cosmic Divide and just gone for a quick diffuse while other players are just waiting on the A main area. It's just countless. It's the most priceless thing to see their faces when they realize, oh god, this guy was diffusing behind Cosmic Divide. Again, as an Astra main, and I mean, I've been playing a lot of Astra, and I tend to call myself an Astra main now, because I mean, I've been using her, and while I've told that it's really hard to play on a ranked environment where you are solo queuing or duo queuing, playing her with a 5 stack is probably one of the best things ever. I mean, you can't really go for all those snowballing frags, but what you can do is you can always set up your team for kills and be the round winner, basically. I mean, you can use the gravity well very aggressively. I think a lot of players seem to forget the capability to use the gravity well, again using it aggressively, and we're gonna see a killjoy on the side of Winter, and the immediate difference there, as it's a cipher on Kowalski. The big difference would be on how Cypher is going to be played on the A side, as we've seen how
Revealing
good
area.
Kowalski is with his setups with those trips up near generator and A main.
Shock dart.
And Saint Val is gonna go for a few shock darts up in mid, not gonna do a lot of damage. He's gonna spot a few players coming up as Resby takes down Saint Vat up in mid, and they are gonna rush on into the mid area. As the Saint Homer takes the first pick on the Winter as well. That's a spike as well. Oh god, that is so unfortunate. Saint Homer pushed up B main, realized that this could be all the players. Assuming that all the players were mid, and he
One
goes for
enemy
the
remaining.
pick onto mid, and it's down to a 1v4 already. Oh, the trades up in mid, and Gears has no chance winning this, as Homer is gonna pick off of B main, and the contact play is done extremely well here on team Saint. And we've talked about how Saints has been quite good, especially on their setup plays, and how they've been managing all these
This is a nice
how they're managing these teams and how they're managing these agents. We haven't seen them in any map yet. I mean, the both games of them which we've streamed have been extremely good, especially Kowalski with the setups, and I love seeing Cyphers use their setups to get advantage, as Resby is gonna go for
Concealment.
Nebula up in mid, which does not let Pepsi peek. Not really. Nebula up in mid, actually. The Astral Orb is kept there to stop Pepsi from peeking. Wearing point, as he's gonna get the first pick, and he's gonna dismiss him carefully from there. He's gonna try to go for 7 because we get 7 because he's gonna get
Spike
a lot
down
of
mid.
Saint Wells though, but that's about it. It's a 2v1 break. Oh my god, they're finishing the fights there, and it's down to Kowalski up in this area. He's gonna get first pick. Oh my god, what a camera placement! He sees all the information. He's just running back in, and they know that this is gonna be oh, look at that camera. They still haven't taken him out. That is so well placed. I guess he's gonna go for the plant in close knit area, as Astra is hiding inside the cage. Obviously, they go for a plant. They've taken out 2 players. This is actually good for a save round. If they can take one more player down, it would be huge. Obviously, taking a quad would be next say Homer gets that on 78, but Null is gonna take the kill onto Resby, not letting any of the more damage to be done. Kowalski on 12 HP. Again, if they were able to get Kowalski as well, that would have been a huge round there for Team Ninjas in Sarongs, because of the fact that it seems that 3 of the players on Team Saints are gonna have to reinvest, but it seems only 2 players are gonna have to do that. Obviously, Pepsi can afford to go for
That goes
the
there.
half shields because the Reyna's
This goes
because
here.
the Reyna's overheal, which will obviously grant you
Yes, this should block.
150 HP the moment you take a kill and use it as a devour. Pepsi's gonna hold on to a ghost though. That's interesting. A ghost and half shield. Saint Val gonna be on the classic as well. He's gonna peek mid with the classic. He's gonna try and get a quick peek and push up B main as the recon dart lineup. He's not gonna get anything. Oh, actually, let's get Null and the Aldron is. Aldron actually is chasing Saint Val up into hook. What can he do? Yes, Null is gonna spam away, try and get a kill. Doesn't really net anything for himself. Saint Homer inside does not. He's not able to get a kill as well. The gun supremacy on the side of Team Sarongs doing so much work. As Null is up on top. This fight in market, this could be huge. The door has to be broken. And right now, Pepsi, can you do it? Can you resort 20 HP? Yes, 20 HP. Pepsi can get the kill off. He can get the kill, but Kowalski gets run down. Gears gets a kill on Pepsi though. Through that area up in lane, and Kowalski. Oh my god, yes, with the lane. I love watching when I do this, but Kowalski is gonna get a pick, but he's on 3. On this round, he might go for the Vandal save, or is he gonna go and try to clutch this round? Although it does seem to be impossible, he's gonna actually go and save the Vandal. A good decision, but this would mean the 2 players up in B main are gonna. Oh no, they actually get the kill. They might be able to escape the spike blast. They actually, oh, by a minute difference, they actually escaped the spike blast. If they actually died to a spike blast, that would have been a little chaotic because. They'd have to have 3 players buying up again, but they actually saved 2 rifles, and Gears has to go down to 0 credits to buy out a Vandal this round. Risby on half shields, but this is going to be the buy round for Team Saints as well. It seems as though Kowalski had actually bought onto a Vandal, which would only leave him 2,800 credits in the bag. Null is going to be on 7 credits as well. It seems as if though we are going for another pause. Yes, we are going for a pause. If Null has apparently had a little trouble with his internet connection.
Right here.
Again, technical pauses not really helpful.
Right here.
A little funny chat between the players up in the text chat again. Valorant.
Right
I
here.
mean, it's getting a little in SFW there, but let's not talk about that. We're gonna have to talk about again Kowalski on 5 kills on the Cypher. I mean, we've talked about how this guy is quite good, especially with how he uses his utility up to lock down a side. They haven't gone for a full A main hit up until now. It seems as if this round is where we will see it. Now we're waiting for him to restart. Saying Kowalski actually has the neutral theft ready on him as well, but Gears has the Empress on him, and the Empress could come huge in a clutch situation. I mean, how can we forget C9 Leaf and his ace on Reyna with a Sheriff on Ascent A side back in the VCT Open qualifiers. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and it was one of the best rounds I have ever seen single-handedly on how Arena should be played, using the Devouras and using Devouras. I mean, didn't even use dismiss. Mans just had a Sheriff and just started hitting heads and used the Devouras just to make sure that he is not in a situation where he has to take any damage whatsoever. And again, Pseudo has a nice number of bullets left on him, and it's gonna be hit on the A side. The Astrolobes plays up in Market, and Heaven is placed up in Tree as well. The Nebula is used up in Heaven to go for that. Again, look at the setup. Oh my god, Kowalski with the setup. He's gonna get the first pick. Auto actually tried running him down. Winter's gonna get taken on to Pepsi though. To the Heaven. He has a camera. This cameraman, they have to somehow try and take it out. The Rapid Well plays up in Heaven to stop addressing them, but Resby gets taken down. Someone take this camera
One enemy
out.
remaining.
On the attacking side, it's doing them no phase. Okay, they're gonna try and break the lock, but Winter is on hell, and oh my god, the home actually gets detained. But it's only Homer as two players on the side of team Saints are able to still make their way on. But I love this reposition from Winter. Fox his way right onto a main. That is so good. But the recon rat is gonna tag him up and Saint back. He has the awareness, gets the kill on to the Killjoy as he goes for 11 HP. But the defuse actually does come, and it's 3 rounds for Team Saints. Again, Kowalski. This is what I keep telling you. It's very that cipher dart. I'm sorry, the cipher trip in the middle of A side is extremely crucial there, because that is played in anticipation of that exact jet dash. The jet dash, cloudburst and dashing into sight actually breaks any trip that is placed up in A main. So what does he do? He anticipates that sort of play and he puts it up way back just to counter that. Look at this, the trips again actually takes him down, Saint Homer. So I said this guy is so good. That Saint was gonna get the second win, gonna get failed as well through the oh my god, that is so unfortunate. But it seems they are gonna be able to go for a plant. Kowalski holding the CT angle. Pseudo spots the jet up in market. Might be able to get a kill out of Kowalski. Actually does get a kill out of Kowalski. Paranoia used up to try and stop Stairs rush. They have to try and aggress here on side. They cannot play black and sit for easy on for the easy. Does not get the game. That is what Ponce is doing so much to get 3 kills. He's so oh my god, what are you doing, Pseudo? You are doing so well. But this guy jumps into A B main and gets taken out by the 2 players again, probably assuming that the 2 players up in B main must have pushed up lane. A safe assumption, but obviously he could have played a little more careful there by actually holding out the stairs, since he had a recon dart which he could have dart onto site as well. But again, in a heat of 1v4, it's not that easy. And props to Pseudo for actually doing quite a bit of damage onto the economy of Team Saints. I mean, they're not looking extremely good except for Saint Pepsi, who's on 5,700 credits. I mean, never you see that on Reyna's, man. But I mean, the Reyna's I get in ranked always try to buy up a Vandal on the second round and die, and then just bully us into buying them another rifle in the next round. But it is what it is, as the dark cover and the nebula is close up in mid. This fight up in mid actually Saint Pepsi gets
Spike
to
down
win
mid.
Oh, that is so unfortunate, as Owl Drone is gonna tag up X play. Leah out in mid to stop an aggressive peek. Again, Gears holding this angle, was seen by Winter earlier. Look at this, look at the space Resby has covered. Resby is gonna get tagged out by the camera though. They finally takes out the camera as well. But this, look at this fire. Might actually be quiet but the side hit is now nowhere near his side. What a good fake here by the Astra player, as he sticks there and he fins, almost gets down for them. It's down to Pseudo. This fight up in CT against Pseudo and Saint Pat. This is what will either win them or lose them the round. They're still fighting in A. Two players still stuck up in A, and the neural theft is used, but they must know that all the players are back. The neural theft actually pushes out Pseudo into the B main area, as the two of them, as both players of Jet and Soa is gonna hold up at the mid. Though is broken, paranoia is used. Null has been that there could be a player. The streak on Dark is gonna get
last player.
He's gonna take it off Saint. Well, takes down one player inside. The Hunter's Feud is used by Pseudo to stop a plant, and that's extremely good use of utility. Again, that anticipatory alt pulse into spawn as well. Actually, would he have hit Saint Well if it wasn't for the fact that he slowed down in the middle of that run? Again, oh my god, what a good play there by Team Ninjas In Sarongs, showing us that they are not just him, they actually have some good strats up in their sleeve as well. Now, because of this team, Saints cannot go for quick rotates as they have been constantly doing this entire tournament because you can never know whether this is a fake or not. This is what I said. Map control in Ascent wins you rounds. Capable to have all
Revealing
that
area.
control up inside by the Astra, and the fact that they were making noise up in mid and there was no noise up in B, and they used that to their advantage and advanced on to B
I
with
have the spike.
no challenge at all. Homer was completely surprised when a player just walked up on him from stairs and took him down in market. But we're gonna now focus on this round as a few spam shots to the wall are going to be taken. Winter, are you going to go for the peak? VZ is spotted there by Vat. Vat does not spot him, but oh my god, Winter with a smoke place. Uh, damage a little bit onto Vat, but not really doing anything significant. As the lineup is going to give them information of any player up inside the Owl drone is going to clear out both house, and Null's going to get tagged by it as well. The mid window is going to cross down. Pepsi though gets a kill onto Winter up in mid. That is going to change a lot of things. But look at this. Look at this luck from Resby. He's all the way up in their spawn. Oh man, the Hunter's Fury is used as well to stop the push as Resby gets a kill from spawn. Gets a second kill as well. Can he get a kill onto? He gets a third kill. Oh my god, what a luck there by Resby. This is exactly what you need. Kowalski with that shot onto the play up it button. It's a 1v2. Gears is very low. He might actually be able to do this if he's actually able to get a kill, but would he anticipate Gears to play up in this area with in a 1v2? He does, he gets a kill. It's he has 125 HP on him. Swordart reveals his location. But no, why did he take the snipe off there? Kowalski, you were doing so well. Trying to go for a quick jiggle peek probably, but Pseudo was holding the angle and the recon dart did nothing in Kowalski's favor, as well as Ninjas In Sarongs go up 3 rounds. They win the first pistol on a site as Pepsi going up huge on the side of fence as they go up 7 rounds to 6. Again, I'm loving how Team Sense are playing right now because they not only do they have they seems to have understood that defaulting is the best way to beat Team Ninjas and Sarongs because they play a very disciplined setup. But this X-Play is walking up into Kabi, not really seeing anything for himself. As Resby is going to rest up in the back of the A hell area. 2 players stacked up in B. This could be huge for them if they do actually get to make this. But they're not getting a peek from their 3 players up in A main. Null and Pepsi is going to try and make some presence up in A. Obviously, utility. It's a landmine up in the B side with all the players up there. St. Thomas is going to go for spam shots through the Nebula. Nice sword out there, but doesn't really do anything as Homer takes it up. But that's information that there are players up here. As Resby is going to play around these default boxes. Has his frenzy, not the best weapon to shoot through the default area, but look at this. Gears has a feeling that this could be a B push as they hear the orb being taken as well, and he's gonna hear the players running back. The sound cue is there, and the call is there as well as Team Saints are gonna make their way onto a side. Homer is already up in heaven. Pepsi is gonna take a kill onto Winter in mid. Oh, wow, that is not nice, you know. That Theodore just got taken out, and it's down to Homer, who's gonna take out by Kios with a right click again. Seeing a good right click play just always makes my day. He's actually gonna retrieve the vector, but Pepsi is gonna shut that effort down. That actually went out 24 HP, could have been taken out very easily, but they are on 8 rounds here. A true lead against winning the pistol when you are at an equalized half is extremely important, and Team Sense have done what is required. Now it's up to them to make sure that they carry this momentum. Again, Valorant has been constantly I mean it is much more than any other FPS a game of momentum. Like if your Jet is dashing and getting kills, then your Jet will constantly dash in and get the kills. If your Jet is not, then you can't actually. I mean, that is where Valorant differs from a lot of other FPS games, is that a lot of players, I mean, it's a good enough assumption that this is quite similar to all the other FPS titles out there. Again, the gunplay is quite similar, but the difference in Valorant is that you are required to be alive when you are a duelist. You can't just rush in and get traded, which is something that a lot of players do not really understand when it comes to playing duelists, as the Cypher setup up in the attack is actually going to get them inside. Resli with the positioning up in Logs is going to get himself 2 kills, but Winter in the back of side going to do the same as well. Pepsi is going to recover a Phantom. It's not going to get the shots onto Winter though. Up as he's gonna get the, oh my god, the flick as it's a one. We on side. He has the Empress up as he uses the Empress. I love this. I want to see Empresses in 1v2 clutches. What? This is literally the best ult to be used to be had in this situation, unless you're a Cypher with a neural theft. But again, for a duelist, this could be his opportunity. Pepsi here. Look at his setup. He's gonna put the Lear out. He's gonna expect Jack's play here. Oh my god, he's gonna see Gears as well. But Gears gets the kill. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Gears, he was able to dink the Reina player of Pepsi through the wall there, unfortunately, putting him down to critical HP, which enabled him to get the frag with the Phantom. But oh, that is so unfortunate. That is so well played there by Pepsi. But that's the 7th round for Team Ninjas In Sarongs. This game is just the most intense one we've had so far, with both teams unrelenting to give out rounds. The Lear is used by Gears to try and overthrow a push, but he gets taken down immediately. Can they get the kill? We actually do not see Gears, but Pepsi is somehow Pentoma gets the kill onto Gears through the nibble. That is so unfortunate. They are fought. Gears could have actually gone huge if he hadn't peeked. He actually had double peeked as well, but a little lapse of judgment there. Maybe feeling a little too confident after that clutch against Pepsi's Empress. He's gonna have multiple players walking up to him. Oh no! Why did you have a bounce charge on the arrow as it actually just bounces back into sight? Someone just that never happened on stream. Okay, let's agree that never happened on stream, as he is able to tag down a Homer. Get enough information. Oh my god, this guy with the Ares lineup gets said Pepsi. That must have hurt Pepsi. That is definitely a tilter. Look at this on B side as Winter's gonna make his way and pushing himself inside the B side to get a few kills, as he's gonna get spotted. He actually tries to hide. Again, a little ostrich hiding strategy there. I mean, if you can't see me, I can't see you. I'm sorry, if I can't see you, can't see me. I mean, it does work, but then again, not this time around, as the spike is planted and Team Saints have full control of the site. Homer could have gone huge, but Resby with the quick flicks is gonna get the first kill onto him. And the Cosmic gets tagged down, and X-Play gets a kill out of Saint. Balance Cosmic Divide is used up in the back of Boathouse to stop an aggressive push. Husky, can you do this? Can you do this? No, he cannot, as Resby takes him out with a jumping kill. With 3 HP, he's gonna get 1 kill, but has he bought enough time? Has he bought enough time? We do not know this. Respi, do you have enough time? No. Yes, they do. By 0.24 seconds. What? Oh my god, what are these rounds, man? They are so close. 0.24 seconds. That's
BYB fam, going to Astral to do them Astral Guardian
so
things I do.
Close. Null, if he had actually, if he was able to delay them for 1 more millisecond, this would have been a completely different storyline here. But Pepsi and Team Saints are gonna be on a lighter bite, as Wacky is on the sheriff. Homer is gonna make his way up on top of the barrel, as he's gonna try and get a quick peek with the Blade Storm and the updrafts, not getting himself anything again. Do not counter Jets with Blade Storm. This X-Play has also gone for the Blade Storm. Gonna escape the recon dart. The cam up inside to get information. Kowalski is trying to go for a blind spotting to the cage. He actually sees X-Play. But that's information that the Blade Storm jet up is up in heaven. But look at this rotation. rotation from Team Saints as they already made their way back up in A, and they've left Kowalski here to make the maximum effort, to make the maximum use of his presence with the camera to keep X-Play and the Killjoy player in A, as I'm pretty sure the camera is capable of hearing the turret's movements as well. But this positioning from Respi up in mid. This he could do
Pulling them
huge
in.
here as he's gonna use the gravity well up in B main to try and stop an aggressive.
30
push as
seconds left.
gonna get smoked down, but oh my god, look at his angle! He's gonna try and get a headshot on. Let's see, but he gets 3! What a
Spike
spray down!
down mid.
What a spray down there, gets 3 kills. Oh god, this was a good plan, but it wasn't for that little gap. What good positioning, and it's down to Kowalski in a 1v4. He's gonna get the first pick.
10 seconds left.
But all the blades and the gunshots not helping him do anything else as Team Ninjas In Sarongs go up 9 rounds. Gonna get the lead again. What was that angle? By Resby, man. This guy, that was the perfect angle for that sort of play. Again, showing you why this is the reason why these teams have made it this far in the bracket. I mean, if this is what these players are looking up in their stat books, the future for Sri Lankan Valorant looks so good as Kowalski gets taken down in B main. The Empress is used by Gears as well to try and go for more aggressive picks, but doesn't really net himself anything. He's gonna walk back and stay inside. Really might be a little upset on him for not actually going forward with that aggressive push. Oh my god, Resby, this guy
Spike
with
down
the
mid.
angles up in this mid area, man, with this, you getting on top of smokes. I am just flabbergasted at how disgusting he is with this. It's just so dirty.
Concealment!
But-
Concealment!
Oh, it seems as if they are gonna try and walk up into B. No, Nali is gonna change his pin again. The Sword Dart doesn't net information as X-Play is gonna get smoked out. Are they? Yeah, they're gonna smoke a little preemptively as spam shots with the smoke actually do hit. Nali is down to 22 HP.
Last player
Ah,
standing.
Pseudo with the nice peek with the good timing there, and X-Play takes down Saint Homer, and that's the 10th round for Team Ninjas In Sarongs. Looking dominant, looking good, feeling themselves. Again, these players have they seem to understand exactly what they need to do in situations. Especially, I loved how Gears,
Turret out!
although he had the Empress up, he took that first kill and saw that there was nobody up B main and fell back, understanding that having that man advantage is gonna work in their favor, and that is how you should be playing Reina, not go for aggressive pushes all the time. Gears, man, this guy, although he had the Empress up, you have to understand that's the ultimate built up for Agents to snowball. But he plays it so intelligently, so wisely, and so impressive. He's not up in the. He's not at the top of the co-card though. But all his 12 kills have been just really good plays. As a Nebula is chased up in B main to stop them from aggressing any further, but it's dissipate actually. And the Lear is gonna push the players back there as well. Hunter's Fury is used from downtown mid to get a kill as Gears takes down the first player. Gears is still in the back
B.
offside, doing so
One
much of this
enemy
guy is just
remaining.
pivoting his mouse all around, and it's down to, and that's the entire attacking team just swept up from B main. It's down to Kowalski in a 1v4 to save this round. But can
30
he
seconds
do
left.
it? He has no utility except for the cyber cages and the camera spike cam, but it seems as if though he's gonna try and save the Phantom. Our team Ninjas In Sarongs gonna try and search him out.
10
Again,
seconds
Resby
left.
has to use up Astral Orbs. No hurt in trying to use those to flush him out as well, but I'm not sure whether they expect him to be up in this mid angle. Pseudo, will he get the first engagement onto him? Oh, this is close as the Cypher Trip actually stops them from pushing any further, and Kowalski is able to save up that Vandal as they are down 8 rounds to 11. I am. It isn't essentially that Saints are having bad stats. They are having good skills. They are making presence known, but the counter reactions from team Ninjas in Sarongs seem so well polished, and they're so. It seems as if their comms are extremely clean. And Sua Drone again is gonna tag out Kowalski for the second time as well, understanding that this is possibly a cipher lurk since they saw only one player up there. Swepsy is gonna slowly make his way up into the cubby area. Resby, what insane angle do you want to hold right now? Are you gonna try and go for? Actually, gonna see. Oh my!
Spike down
He
mid.
will said he knows his angles and he gets the kill onto Saint well. He will try and use up a Nebula and a Gravity Bell up in mid as well, not really getting himself anything. No pulse as used up there. Is he gonna get over the spam? That's gonna not really gonna do a lot of damage as X-Play gets 2 kills.
Enemy
Pepsi
remaining.
might get the kill there, and it's down to 10. Kowalski is taken down by Pseudo as 12 rounds. Team Ninjas in
Match
Sarongs.
point.
Oh my god, man. These players, they're just. They have
should
their
probably
game
play some
plan
stars
lined
in
up, and
Astral
I'm
Plane.
loving watching how
should
Resby
do.
is playing his Astra, using that Nebula to make sure that his crosshair is on the head, understanding that the circumference of the top of that little
Rise and
circle
bring
that is
glory.
created by the Nebula is where the head is gonna be, and lining up
Let's
his
see
crosshair
now.
with that the amount of effort that these teams have put in, especially in customs, to go and practice up all these lineups with the smoke. I mean, the debut of smoke, no matter. I mean, it's just amazing as they're gonna. It seems as if the team Ninjas in Sarongs have set up a site with the Killjoy utility, and it's gonna be a massive. Yeah, the Team Saints are gonna be walking into a literal minefield if they are gonna go here.
Caution here.
Because I mean, you know, why do I call it a literal minefield? You have nano swarms all over this area as the ult is used by Saint to get into sight, as the shock darts are gonna put them onto critical HP. Gets the out of it, the mid can activate. Nemo shock darts as you don't jump off from heaven, gets the kill. Saint Homer with
Spike
2 kills on
down
the round.
A.
X-Play
One
with the kill.
enemy
It's down to
remaining.
1v3, and Null uses the from the shadows to get to B side. He might get down a plant here, but he has a Spectre. Only can he do this though?
Spike planted.
I want to believe that he can. Teams are looking a little grim for him though, as all 3 players are going to converge from 3 sides. X-Play running in from mid. This could be the battle here, as Nal has to win out this engagement. He gets it and he gets a Vandal on top of that. We're going to switch on to Nal to see what he is going to do. He knows that there's going to be a play up in the spawn area, but Kios gets the kill onto him, and that's the game there for Team Ninjas in
Defenders win.
Sarongs. A hard-fought victory for them
Miles not
in the
ready.
first half of the game, as they were down bad in the first initial part of the half. But oh my god, what a comeback by them! What a dominant performance in the defensive half side, especially on Resby, this guy with the lineups in the smokes and the and I'm just loving how they played, especially. I mean, all their agents. It's not just them being reckless; it's them understanding their game plan, and I mean, they almost seem poised up to take the go to the finals straight away as well. I mean, looking at their lineups, looking at their setups, looking at their defaults, I doubt that a lot of these teams right now could go head to head with them and go for a wipeout. But that's the game, boys, as it's an 8-13, a victory to Team Ninjas in Sarongs. And over to you, Terror.
Thank you, Mike. What a game it was. It was very close in the first half. I mean, it was neck and neck, and then it seems like Ninjas in Sarong had Team Sin's number in the defending half, just completely dominating them in the second half. And like you said, Resby, on that Astra, the one ways with those smokes, the angles that he was holding, managed to net them quite a bit of kills even before the attackers got into sight. I think that's where the change in game happened. I think Resby played an very good game today, and I think he carried his team. At least today itself, he carried his team. Maybe he can do it again. He's up into the quarterfinals. Team Ninjas in Sarong, so they will be facing off against either Team Wow or Team Pokerface from Zyphos to stand a chance to go into the semi-finals. So if they do make it all the way to semi-finals, it will be either WG Defiance or Team Nix. Again, two very strong teams. So like right now, the way the bracket is at, like basically how the bracket is at is, whatever team that you run into is not going to be a walk in the park. It's definitely going to be one of those clutch matches that you will have to pull out all the stops to try and win. But having said that, massive shout out to Logitech for sponsoring the tournament, coming in for the third season, giving away prize pools for Division B and Division A as well. I mean, it is a massive opportunity for all the players, especially in the Division B, where they haven't had the opportunity to win certain tournaments or win prize money due to the fact that Division A teams dominates most of the tournaments that are there. And this gives the opportunity for them to compete against maybe a certain level of skill, and then prove themselves good enough to go into Division A, which is a massive opportunity. And having said that, we'll be wrapping things up for the time being. We do have another match coming to you live at 10 p.m. Do join us again for that. But until then, it is going to be me, Tara, and Mike signing off. Catch you again at 10 p.m.